I love golden trout. I love the way they look. I love the way they fight. I love the places they live. And for the most part, I love the effort that it takes to actually get to them. Goldens have quite an ability to... They're really good at just vanishing. There's been so many backpacking trips I've been on that, honestly, if I didn't know any better, I'd tell you that, there's no Goldens in this lake. But I do know better. And I've done countless hours of research, and I know that they have to be in here somewhere. And it's taken me quite a few years now, but I've come to the realization that if you can get up into the backcountry during those bookends of summer, meaning when it's cold and there's likely snow on the ground, you'll have a much greater chance of seeing golden trout cruising close to the shoreline. And in turn, you'll have an opportunity to sight fish to them. So I walked up on this small little pool, and I can see a couple goldens sitting in there. Because I have two flies on. I have one, this orange, pretty big orange scud. And then trailing behind that, I have this, it's a little hare's ear calabatus. The biggest reason for this orange scud is sometimes they eat it, but the majority of my fish have been on this one. Just having this fly in front really helps me to see where my flies are in the water. Because I kind of have a difficult time seeing this one, but so I can see at least 3 goldens right out in this pool over here. So I'm gonna try to do my best to not totally spook them. Probably gonna stay on my knees. Yep. Oh, there he is. That one I actually couldn't see. I was just going on feel. As my nymphs are drifting down, I just try to keep my line tight. And I could actually feel this one take it. Dang, that's a stud. Oh, dude, you are pretty. Yes, you are. Hurry and come show you this trout. That thing is pretty. A little maybe 10-inch golden. But that's fun. There's some more in there. Give it a go. Now there's still a few more fish in there. There's definitely a bigger one that I can see right now. Try and give it a few more casts, see if I can't get that bigger one to eat. So there's definitely a bigger one sitting right in there. Oh, I feel like I just pulled it right out of his mouth right there. Ooh. Dang, this one's super healthy too. Not bad. Dude, they're just loving that calabatus. I keep catching the smallest ones, but there's definitely bigger ones in here. So I can see them. I may stand up and try to pick the biggest one out of them all. Oh yeah, that one's pretty nice right there. Yeah, that one's a little better. Dude, these Goldens are so cool. I'm basically just watching that big orange scud. And then once the flies are getting close to the fish, you can see them kind of like dart sideways. Then every time I see them do that, I just raise the rod. Calibatus again. I have to come show you this one. Dude, that's a pretty studly little golden there. Digging it. Oh, that's fun. That's a lot of fun. So I'm still running the same flies that I was over there in the stream. Still have that big orange scud with the calibatus trailing it. And I'm looking out here over the lake and I can see fish constantly cruising back and forth. What I do, once I see one, I'll cast out about 10 feet in front of it. My flies will sink. A lot of times, if the golden's interested, it'll like race right up to your fly really fast and then stop. Then once it does that, I wait about a half second and then I just set the hook. Sometimes they're there, sometimes they're not, but it's really hard to physically see if they put it in their mouth from this far away. But usually if you see them get in the vicinity of your fly, you gotta pause like a second while they inspect it and then set. And it seems to be working pretty well for me right here. Oh, and there's one right there. Come on over, buddy. Oh, he's coming. Yep. He raced right to it. I paused for a second, and he was there. Yep. Well, not the biggest golden, but he ate that little Cali. I cast it out there, he raced right to it and stopped. I waited a second and then set the hook and he was there. See you, buddy. There's definitely bigger ones. So I just walked up to one of the upper lakes. And this is kind of the outlet area. It's fairly shallow, but right here in front of me is a pretty nice drop off. I've been seeing a few goldens cruising right along the edge. So like I've done before, I'm gonna wait until I see one, and then I'm gonna try to lead it by like 10 to 15 feet maybe. But right now the wind's died down so I can see really well, but I don't actually see any fish. They seem to be coming through in waves. So I'm just gonna make sure I have my line out so I'm ready. Oh, all right, now I see one cruising in right now. Trying. And he cruised right up. Oh, and this one actually ate the scud rather than the calibatus. That's a real pretty one. He was cruising probably 2 feet below the surface out there, which most of them are deeper, but this one's a little bit smaller than the other ones I've been seeing. I'll take him. You just pick that orange scud up. Yeah, but these are super. Just gorgeous little fish. Alright, send them away. I know there's bigger ones, I've been seeing them. So I'm gonna keep sitting here and trying to catch a bigger one for you. But that's basically the premise. I sit and wait till I see one, then I cast about 10 yards in front of it. And then I just wait. I use that big orange scud so I can see it really well where the flies are. And then they usually dart up to it and they'll stop. And then I'll set the hook, and every now and then they're there. But that's usually how I fish for them.